Hi everyone, this is Ray, or some of you might know me as Tiki with Ray, and today I am in Indianapolis, Indiana. I am at the Mai-Tai bar.
Yep.
This is the home tiki bar of Bob Cripe. Is that his name?
Yeah.
And Bob is a tiki carver.
Yeah.
Is that what you call yourself?
Yeah. I do it on the side, kind of, for fun.
Well, yeah. Well,
on the weekends.
Well, I mean, I'm a tiki blogger.
Yeah.
for fun on the side. I mean, like when it starts making money, I'll let you know. But here's the... So, let's back up. Indianapolis, I came out here to visit the Inferno Room.
Yeah.
And that's what brought me here. But how was the tiki scene been here? I mean, you're a native. How long? I mean, you lived here most of your life.
Yeah, all my life.
Has there been any kind of tiki going on? Or what was the tiki scene like before even the Inferno Room?
There was nothing, really.
Nothing.
There was, well, in the 60s, I took you there today, the... Mai-Tai restaurant, which used to be a hamburger place, Nobby's.
Yeah.
And then I don't know when that went down, like probably early 70s.
Early 70s.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure. I've been trying to find, I can't find information on it. I've been looking and looking.
So this was gone before even you were into tiki and stuff.
Right.
And then or unless you're a lot older than I thought you were.
And then it turned into the karate place.
The karate.
And I remember that. So it's 38th and Shadeland.
And then, well, you were saying the closest thing that was to getting any kind of a tiki experience was the Lotus.
Yeah, Lotus Garden, yeah.
Which is where we ate today. We had great Chinese food. And what was the drink? The Dr. Wong Fong or something like that?
Yeah, Dr. Wong, I think it is. It's great. They wear little bow ties, white shirts and bow ties, and I love it.
Well, let me ask you, though. I mean, even though there was no tiki stuff going on here, how did you get into tiki then?
I don't know. I think a lot of people like thrift store shop. Wendy and I are thrifty shopping, and
Wendy is his wife.
Yes.
Wendy Wahine.
Yeah, right? Wendy Wahine. Yeah, she. We both get into thrifting and all that, and I don't know. I was obsessed like the punk rock. Everybody I think is from punk rock or rockabilly, and I was obsessed with skulls. I would make skulls and had tons of skulls, and I think skulls, and.
I was going to sing the Misfits, but I'm not going to do that.
The tiki I think replaced it, and
interesting.
I don't know how I got.
No, did you carve skulls, or you just like the?
I would do an art class. I would make clay skulls.
Oh,
draw skulls, and I don't know. And then we would do car shows and stuff, and I have a couple cars, and I don't know. It just evolved into just. I think it was neat, and I love to dress up. As a kid, I liked to dress as, play Army Man and, Halloween. I love dressing up and, playing in bands. I love to, I don't know, have some stupid outfit on, other bell-bottoms and platforms or something like that. But I like the punk rock thing. It's dressing up.
Oh, absolutely.
And the whole tiki thing, I love, collecting the shirts and the hats and the...
And a lot of that came from your stem from, just going to thrift stores.
Yeah. Right, and you can find this old shirt, and you're like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah, this shirt looks cool. I think they're cool because they're
it's all I can't buy a shirt for you, and you would be like, "Oh God," It's very personal to buy a shirt.
There's a lot of people I've met where they've talked and they're like, I always love to hear people's tiki origin stories, and for a lot of people, they're like, "How did you get into tiki?" And they're like, "I was at a thrift store, and I just saw this tiki mug just sitting on the shelf, and I thought it was really, really cool." And then I bought it, and I brought it home, and I put it on a shelf, and then I found another. And, we're talking about people that, have been into when did you get into tiki? What years are we talking here?
I'm so bad. I think I'm still 21. I don't know.
I mean, are we talking last week, or are we talking...
I would guess 15 years ago.
15 years ago, okay.
Or a little, I started buying, and I didn't realize,
So, a long, long time ago. And here's the thing that a lot of people realize, back then... Especially if you go into the 80s and the 90s, it's you couldn't even give the tiki stuff away.
Right.
So you would go to a Goodwill store and it would be 50 cents, a quarter for the mugs and stuff like that. Now, obviously, I mean, we're talking about say a lot of the furniture, a lot of the bamboo furniture. Again, it's people are throwing that shit out on the side of the road.
Yeah. I always say bamboo, not rattan.
Oh, really?
When I go to, no. If you say rattan, then the people will jack up the price.
Oh, really?
How much is that bamboo stool there?
No. This isn't bamboo. It's rattan.
Oh, and it's a chair, not a stool. But, I started doing carving. We do an event, and we needed stuff for the walls.
What was the event?
The Makahiki.
What's the Makahiki?
It's a once-a-year event. But first, actually, we were doing it at a bar. but we'll go into that later, I guess.
No.
But we needed stuff for the walls and everything, and I just like, man, I can carve, I can do that. And I just grabbed some stuff and started carving, and I was doing a lot of flat things because we didn't need small things. We needed things for the walls, so I started carving things for the walls.
So like, what were those things?
Oh,
Like masks and stuff, or?
like real close. I would do like real close up things.
Yeah.
So instead of being like here, I just zoom in on it and do sideways. I don't think I've shown you any of those, but I was doing just like pieces of wood that you get at Lowe's, like joists and stuff.
Damn.
You get it fairly cheap. I cut it and burn it. And
Yeah, you were saying that's the secret to it. You blowtorch the shit out of it.
yeah,
I think those were your exact words.
Yeah, you use a weed burner, not a little blowtorch. I use a
weed blow. Okay, all right.
Yeah, you just like and you're done.
Now, before this, were you carving anything at all? No, or
I
is
went
this
to art school. I went to art school, and my mother was an art teacher, and I went to art school for like 2 years. I'm an art school dropout.
You failed out of art school. These paintings are too tough.
Well, you know.
Draw this naked lady. It's too hard.
I was in a band and all that. Oh, no, I was good at that. I would show up.
You'd show up for that one.
No, it was my academics. I just couldn't get my academics. I was doing really well in my classes. I would get them done and party all night. I really would. I lived right across the street from the school. I like run home and get it done. I get like A's and B's and on my projects, but I couldn't talk. You know, you have to really sell your art piece.
Yeah, isn't that the truth though?
You know, you can do something stupid if you can't say, "Oh, I was thinking of this," and
no, well, here's the thing. I mean, I've noticed this with a lot of artists, like any type of artist. It's like usually you'll have someone they're very, very talented, but maybe their social skills or maybe like their business skills aren't the best. You know, and how can you? And it's very, very hard. 'Cause a lot of times it's hard to have all those in check.
right.
You know, okay, you're very, very creative, but then you also you know how to run a business like very, very well and stuff like that. No, it's tough. You know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's hard to be a jack.
The older I get, I'm better at talking to people, but you're more sure of yourself. But you know,
or you just don't care. You know, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I do the carving just for fun, like on the weekends, and I probably do like 7, a summer.
7 a summer,
something like that. I don't know.
Now, are you selling any of these or anything?
I'll go to Hot Rod Hula Hop.
What's that?
It's in Columbus, Ohio.
Hot Rod Hula Hop?
Yeah, now it's just Hula Hop. They got rid of the hot rods.
They didn't allow the hot rods anymore?
Yeah, well.
There's no more parking for you guys.
Pretty much.
No, what's the Hula Hop then?
It's in Columbus. It's by the Grass Skirt. Now they do it next to the Grass Skirt Tiki Bar, and they have like a vending area. And so I take all the stuff that I bought at Goodwill's that I don't want anymore. Because when I find bamboo something or other, I'd buy it, you know.
Yeah.
So we sell all of our junk that we don't want anymore and make good money on it. And then I sell my tikis along with it.
Then do they sell?
Yeah. The first year, not really. And then the second year, I sold a lot of my standalone pieces. But sometimes I just I want to get rid of it. Last year, I want to get rid of it because the van was bottoming out on the way there. So I was like, yeah, you can take it. $200, all right. I
well, I'll tell you what, I mean, all the stuff that you showed me, I'm like, some of the stuff I would have thought it was Whitco. And well, let's talk about your influence. Like, who was Whitco your biggest influence?
Oh, definitely. I copied Whitco. I always look at a photograph. The very last one I did not look at anything. I was able to do the standalone guy, without looking at it. I was pretty excited about that.
Damn.
But usually I look at stuff. Yeah, I've done the Whitco World because I got pissed off. I went to
dude, I walked by it. I thought that was a Whitco. I'm like, as I walk in, I'm like, dude, where did you find the Whitco World at? And you're like, I made it. I'm like, damn, I didn't.
Well, I went to an auction and it went for
it's expensive.
Or 15, or I forget what it went. I was just pissed because I sat there for like 6 hours waiting on this thing to come up. And it was like they had like an online phone in kind of. I was like, Jesus. I went right home and I called my one friend that has one. I measured it all up, measured everything, took photographs, figured out on YouTube how to do the globe. You take a string and a nail and you make the globe part.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Was Whitco your only influence, or would you say anything else?
Not really. Just tikis. Just tikis that look cool and kind of vintage looking. I try sometimes I'll rub stuff down with charcoal from the barbecue or the fire pit to make them look old, and I'll beat them, and I want it to
beat
look.
Your tikis.
Yeah, I beat my tikis.
You've been a bad boy.
So yeah, I want it to look old or kind of aggressive. I don't like the happy. No one does. I don't think. The birthday party is what I call it, and people call it clown tiki.
Birthday tiki.
I want it to look kind of mean and aggressive, like a skull or whatnot.
No, well, the whole idea is you want to have something that looks like you would have potentially found it
right
in the jungle somewhere or something like that.
Right.
And it's like been around for like a couple decades or more.
Sometimes I'll paint them and then burn them again, so the paint bubbles. And I'll sand it off and make it look.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like it reminded me of like when they had the pre-washed jeans.
Yeah.
Where you could buy jeans that were like already ripped and stuff like that.
Yeah. You take the sander. Did you ever take the sander and sand them to make the knees look,
No.
Yeah, you get 80 grit sandpaper and you sand on the knees and make it look like you.
No, our family was poor. It's like you're just happy to have a pair of jeans that had no holes in it. So, Bob, if anyone's interested in finding your tikis, where can they find them at?
It is Bob Cripe Tiki Carvings.
Are you sure about that?
No.
Reach out to Bob. And if you're interested in buying one of his carvings, just send him a message.
Yeah.
Or even if you want, just put a comment in the section below, and we'll make sure that we'll get you in touch with Bob, because I'll tell you what, your stuff is awesome.
Thanks.
And if I was living here, I'd be buying some of your stuff.
We can strap it, like I said, strap it to the roof.
No, strap it to the roof like the grandmother in National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah, I can listen to the plastic rattle all the way there.
Yeah, that won't make me lose my mind. Hey gang, this is Tiki with Ray, and I just want to say thank you very much for checking out my video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more episodes, click on the subscribe button. And if you liked the video, give it a like. That would mean a lot to me. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please leave a comment in the comment section below.